I'm Delta Work, and this is Very Delta. Boa's here, and we talk about scabies, acibonne, and the art of ventriloquism. But first, do you want to see me go off? Because I think you want to see me go off.
Oh. Mom!
Are you a lady like me? Introspective, beautiful. Oh, are you intellectual like me? Beguiled by a bargain? You like wild times? Oh, like me? Are you serving the community like me? Well, if you are, then you must be Very Delta. I'm Delta Work, and this is Very Delta, a luxury public access podcast and YouTube talk show where I look gorgeous, speak extemporaneously, and invite fascinating people to sit on the couch and get very Delta. Very Delta is for the woman who has never felt like a plastic bag. But first, let's get into some things that are very Delta. Go off, Delta! Well, the Dodgers won the Super Bowl. And guess what that means? More fireworks. Why do people set off fireworks for everything? You know, once upon a time, fireworks were reserved for the 4th of July, and I didn't even like them then. I think they're loud. I think they're expensive. I think they're obnoxious. I actually don't mind the smell when you're driving around late at night afterwards. There's something about that that's interesting. But the sound and the expense, I feel like where we are living in this particular juncture in time, everyone's complaining about the cost of things, the cost of groceries, gas, eggs. Everyone's concerned about that. Everyone was voting with their pocketbook. They were so concerned that, you know, once we get whoever in office, they better fix that. But all along, you've had all this money for fireworks. Where are you getting the money for fireworks? Is that money coming from leftovers from your $1,200 stimulus check from 4 years ago? Is that where your money's coming from? Did you just save it and you were like, I'm just going to have a little bit for every time there's a celebration? When it's somebody's birthday, I have to set off a firework. When it is a wedding, I have to set off a firework. When somebody farts the wrong way in the wind, I have to set off a firework. Everyone is setting off fireworks. And of course, I would say, like, who's going to, buckle down on this? Of course, the police aren't going to do anything because when are they going to do anything? And I don't necessarily know that the police need to be called for that, but I do feel like I really want to know, what is the firework really doing for you? I feel like the people who set off fireworks are generally the people who go to a restaurant and order fajitas. Like, they just love the scene. They love the pomp and circumstance. They want everyone around to go, whoa, you've got the money, honey. You set off fireworks. You must be rich. You don't care about what people are doing at 3 o'clock in the morning. You're going to set off your fireworks because guess what? Your cousin got married. Guess what? The Dodgers won a game. Why don't you spend some of that firework money on buying eggs? Why don't you spend some of that firework money on washing your car? Why don't you spend some of that firework money, I don't know, on something else? But for everything? Do you think the Dodgers really care that you're setting off fireworks? It's a nuisance. It's bothering everyone. And then the constant, like, okay, fine, 4th of July, it's done. It's quiet for a little bit, and then 4 o'clock in the morning, there they go. What kind of loser hangs out in the street at 4 o'clock in the morning setting off fireworks? You know what kind of loser? A loser. A real loser. Come on. Go buy the little box for $100. Set off your fireworks on 4th of July at the barbecue and then be done with it. These are the same people that are like, oh, I love my dog. I love my cat so much. No, you don't. Because they're frightened. They're hiding underneath chairs and inside blankets because you're outside doing fireworks and you're like, oh, look at me. Hey, set off that firework. What is it doing? It's doing nothing. It doesn't seem extra celebratory. What's wrong with this? Oh my gosh, you won? You won the Super Bowl? Oh my gosh. Thank you, Dodgers. That's wonderful. Oh my God, it's so great. Okay, well, let's go to the car. No, let's set off fireworks and get in fist fights. That's American. We're so proud of ourselves. We're so proud of your athleticism that you know what I'm going to do? I am going to set off fireworks and get into a fist fight. That's what I'm going to do. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to blow off 3 of my fingers because I love you so much, because I'm so proud of you, because I'm so proud of the way that you hit that ball. I'm so excited for you, and I'm so excited to be part of it. What I'm going to do is spend my grocery money on fireworks, illegal fireworks from TJ. That's what I'm going to do. Because that's what you're doing. That's where you're getting them. You're not buying them on 4th of July and then waiting, hoping that your favorite team wins. No, you're sending your friends to TJ and saying, hey, pick me up some fireworks when you're down in TJ. And then you're setting them all off. A mess. You know where I want to see fireworks? I want to see fireworks when I'm driving on the 5 and I can see them at Disneyland, where it's orchestrated, where it's, this is what time we do the fireworks. This is how it happens. This is what we do. And I can see them and go, oh, that's pretty. You know where I want to see them? I want to see them set off at Cerritos College on, I don't know, the 2nd of July. And you buy a ticket and you bring your blanket and you sit there and you drink your champurrado and you watch and you go, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I love it. Okay, well, let's go home. I don't want you to be setting them off at 3 o'clock in the morning in Compton. Stop it. People live there. People are trying to go to sleep. People have to go to work in the morning so they can buy their groceries. Not because they want to listen to the sounds of you and all the birds flying around getting blown up by fireworks because you're so proud of the Dodgers. The Dodgers don't give a about you at all. You look stupid. You look so dumb. Save that money and give it to somebody as a graduation gift on top of the gift you were already going to give them. You will look so much better. The money will go to something so much better for the person who was receiving it. They don't want you to blow off fireworks to celebrate them whatsoever at all. Come on. And you know what I don't like either is the song Firework. I think that is amplifying it even more. Like I said earlier, I've never felt like a plastic bag. I really and I get it. It's a euphemism. It's an allegory. It is, not to be meant in an actual literal sense. I understand that. But that song, the purpose of that song for queer people, I feel like it's only for drag queens who are performing at 4th of July brunch. That's their way to connect with their audience and go get, and I applaud every queen or king or whoever's doing that, because listen, you need to make your coins. And I know it's their high holy day. They love it. They love Old Navy Pride. They love going and getting the sparkler t-shirt for $5, or is it even $5? Who knows? They love that. So you have to figure out a way to gap your queerness with the straight pride of 4th of July. And so you're like, I'll perform Katy Perry Firework at brunch in sparkly underwear and rhinestone cowboy boots. And then I will be able to infiltrate. And you know how you can really seal the deal? Slap on Party in the USA with that. Hey, you're going to have those coins because you became one with them. You understood their culture. This is what I'm saying. I'm giving you this information for free. This is how you can really let your colors burst. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be the plastic bag. Let your colors burst at brunch. Do the firework by the Katy Perry. It's a gift that she gave us possibly in order to just get through the 4th of July. I mean, that's really the only way you can look at it is if you have your mind on your money and your money on your mind. You know what I'm saying? The way you're going to get your money is to let your colors burst with Katy Perry and the firework. Don't set off fireworks, but you can, come out there, do your thing, make your coins, go running, screaming into the night with that money. Take their money. My God, the next time I'm driving home at 2 o'clock in the morning from Del Taco with a bean burrito with extra red sauce and extra cheese and a matcha Diet Coke, and I hear a firework, I'm going to look up and I'm going to see where it is. What part of the neighborhood is that in? And I'm going to keep watching because usually they go off in threes. So you can see it. You can see it. I'm going to find it and I'm going to drive my car right over it and hopefully it blows me up into the sky so I don't have to hear this anymore. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of your fireworks. Come on. Do you want to see me take a break? Because I think you want to see me take a break. Ho, ho, ho. Our guest today comes from Canada's Drag Race Season 1. Please make welcome Boa.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
Good.
Now, I've always had this question. Boa, like boa constrictor, or boa like a boa you wrap around you?
Okay. So, how do I say this? So, when I was in high school, my nickname was Boa.
Okay.
And that's because my real name is Ryan Boa. Like, my government legal name is Ryan Boa.
Okay.
So, Boa was just my nickname. And then my girlfriend, Kim, was like, on arrival. And,
Ooh,
and so I just
like
used that. I just used that as a little kind of acronym, like, just give me a little extra something,
I like that. Now, do you wear feather boas or any kind of boa?
Yes. I love a feather boa. I have 2 feather boa coats. I have one green, which is my favorite color. It's a very good color. And the other one is pink with little bits of green.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what about a boa constrictor?
A boa constrictor. Okay. Funny story. I have family in Michigan, and we share the last name. And my uncle is a really well-known snake breeder in Michigan.
Okay.
Yeah. Growing up, I would go to their house, and they had all these snakes. They keep them in drawers. That's how they do it, right? And they had like a rat room where they breed all the rats and everything.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Have you ever handled one?
Yeah. They gave me a corn snake for Christmas one year.
A what?
A corn snake.
A corn snake.
A corn snake. Not on the cob, just like a normal corn snake.
Like they hang out in corn.
Maybe I would imagine they would hang out in corn.
They eat corn?
They definitely don't eat corn. If they ate corn, I would notice because I would see it after.
Do they cornhole?
Well, I mean, like this boa's cornholes.
Yeah, I believe that. I'm so curious as to what the difference is between, like, obviously neither one of us would really know the answer. The difference between like US Drag Race, Canada Drag Race, Canada versus the world. Like, I feel like as much as people watch the show, they don't, like, we wouldn't really even know as contestants because I was never on Canada's Drag Race and you were never in French Drag Race. You know what I mean? So
from my season from Canada's Drag Race, people had a lot of things to say about the judging, which they did not like the judging, but they favored me, so I loved the judging. And I think that overall, like, when like the workroom is going to be different, they have little things like they do like a golden beaver and everything. And I know like US All-Stars, they bring in lip sync assassins,
right,
and they don't do that in Versus the World.
And what about like songs from like lip sync songs?
Lip sync songs, yeah. So on my season of Canada's Drag Race, and I think that's what they do for all the Canadian seasons is mainly Canadian content. There's actually there's a law in Canada. It has to do with something called CanCon. I'm not too familiar with it, but I think like a certain percentage of the show has to be Canadian original content.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. See, that's like with UK, I didn't know that there was a thing where there couldn't be a cash prize, for instance. And then when I found out about that, I was like, well, then why are people there? Like, what do they get? And they're like, well, they get their own.
You get exposure.
Yeah, and you get like a World of Wonder show. And like, there's things that you do get, obviously.
Yeah.
But no coins.
No coins, girl.
What kind of coins were in Canada?
Honestly, okay, so with my season, I was just happy to be there.
Of course,
like,
it's fun.
Like, literally, like, I was so gagged when I got cast, and I was like, I'm not gonna win. But they ask why I should win. I'm like, I'm gonna win this season because, mama, I'm the huntiest queen out there, Boots. Yes, God. I'm gonna snatch that crown. But then it's the first episode, and I'm like using a rotary cutter to cut like my fabric, and I'm like, girl, you just gotta go over your finger once. They'll send you home. They'll invite you back next year. You're good to go.
Right.
But no. And then I went a few episodes in.
I've been to Canada twice.
Okay.
The first time was for a pride in St. Catharines.
Okay. Yes.
But then the second time I went with Raja, and we I don't even remember where we landed, but it was like 3:00 in the morning, and this lady picked us up and took us, and we drove, I swear, 3 or 4 hours into nowhere.
Yeah.
And then where we got to was like a small college town. And we to this day still say the word because we were saying it wrong. The city or the college was called like Assiniboine, but it was spelled Assioy. And we were like, is this a Assiniboine? Like we didn't know.
That
Like,
sounds a lot nicer than Assiniboine.
but it's called Assiniboine.
Assiniboine.
Assiniboine. Assiniboine.
Yeah, Assiniboine sounds so much better.
So to this day, when we're talking on the phone, like if we're trying to describe something, we'll be like, girl, she was wearing this. Girl was Assiniboine.
Assiniboine,
It was
girl.
Assiniboine.
Ooh.
And that's like, you know, like, do you have words where you just like use certain words that maybe are not exactly what they were supposed to be intended for, but your friend's Kiki, you know?
We say more of that.
Oh,
when
I like
something's
that.
Good. More of that.
I like
want
that.
More of that.
Ew, dude, I'm going to do that. I like that.
Yeah, more of that.
More of that. More of that.
More of that.
I love that. More of that.
More of that.
I live
Yeah,
for
that's a
that.
cute one.
What is boga?
Boga is an amalgamation of my drag and all things wellness that I enjoy. So I'm in recovery. I've been in recovery for over 5 years now. And through my recovery, I've had quite a transformation, and I've had to adopt a lot of different lifestyle changes to help me feel better and to help me cope with certain things rather than using unhealthy things.
Sure.
So this year I fell in love with yoga, and I actually went and got my yoga certification. So I'm a certified yoga instructor.
I love
And I started doing yoga in drag, and I call it Boga. And Boga is not just me doing yoga in drag. I have a podcast. I did a season of it already called Boga Wellness with Boa. It's me doing yoga in drag. It's my lifestyle. It's like I live Boga.
I love that. I love looking at your pictures because we get to see the progression,
Yeah.
right? And what's exciting is that like you've always packaged yourself very glamorous, very beautiful. But I feel like for anyone who recognizes new heights for themselves
Yeah.
or new confidence in themselves, for whatever reason it is, it can be very personal. But you're able to share it with people in such a way that they can see how proud you are of yourself and how everybody should be proud along with you and proud of themselves too.
Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate that. Oh my God. It's been a lot of work. It's been a lot of soul searching also. Like
Sure.
I've been through so much therapy and everything because I was really using food after I quit drugs and alcohol. I was really using food as a coping mechanism. And then when I took that away, after I had a gastric sleeve, so I wasn't able to use food as a coping mechanism. I really, really had to dig deep and do my therapy and figure out different ways to feel better and not turn to drugs
Sure.
and alcohol, right? So that in itself just makes me feel so proud. And also I try to be a beacon of light for people who I guess maybe don't get treated as well. Because when I
Sure.
was bigger, I didn't notice how badly I was treated until I got thinner. And I really got a lot of ends of the stick, and I made fun of a lot and everything.
Sure.
And then it seemed people started really taking me seriously when I started losing weight, which was really difficult because it's like, okay, like that's all I mean to you is I'm just a skinny body when I've always been an icon. I've always been amazing. I've always known how to dress myself.
Yeah.
When I'm curvier, I rock the curves. So I think that made me feel a bit caged off, and it almost made me lose my funny. You know what I mean? It's like I
Yeah.
felt very like I have to be a certain way now, and people only want me because of this. And so I had to break out of that.
I think that's what's beautiful is that, like you say, or what I say and you're saying, when we look at your Instagram, because that's what people know of us is our digital footprint.
Yeah.
They can see this other light that you're able to share with people. You know what I mean? They're able to see that it's okay to and necessary to acknowledge I'm weak in this way. And then I thought I was stronger. And then I got weak in this way. But guess what? I'm stronger now. And it's something that we all want to understand about ourselves. And we all will find at a different time. I think we will all find it. No matter what it is, alcohol, food, addiction to gamble, whatever it is, we all have something.
The thing is like addiction, wellness, health, fitness, it's a journey. It's so tacky to say, but it's like I have the worst body dysmorphia. Literally, like you know those illustrations of a girl looking in the mirror and she's like super skinny and then a reflection is like Peter Griffin or something. That's what I got, girl. And I really had to learn, like, this is a journey. I need to really work at this and love myself. And we all have slip ups, and it doesn't. Let's say like I had a relapse a few years ago, and I don't consider that me starting back at zero. Like all that work I did before, it doesn't cancel it out. Like we have slip ups, and we just got to make sure we're doing things to take care of ourselves, and realize that nobody's perfect. It is a journey. You have to just stay on the right track, and it's the pursuit. It's the pursuit of happiness, literally.
Right.
Oh my God, am I Will Smith?
You are. Wilma Smith.
Wilma Smith. Don't talk to my wife. Don't make fun of my wife.
I'm never gonna get over that. That was crazy.
That was nuts.
I felt like even like a day afterwards, I was like, that had to be a joke. Like
staged.
They were just playing. Like those are friends.
You just went there and boom,
for real,
girl.
for real. Yeah. No, I keep going back to this just because when you mentioned body dysmorphia, there's something that I've always understood, and that is if somebody has 100 pounds to lose or somebody has 10 pounds to lose, it's very easy for people to say, oh, your journey's not as hard as mine. Mine's this way, mine's that way. And then people get comfortable saying to very thin people, you need to eat a cheeseburger. You're too thin.
Oh, yeah.
And so these body dysmorphia situations, it's like it's amplified because people invite themselves into conversations about, like, for instance, when, you're doing great and people are like, oh, I hope this doesn't happen to you. Oh, I hope you better stay away from the cheese platter. Like, it's like, but why would you amplify something like that? These people want to have power over other people's decisions.
Yeah. They want to shit on other people. Like they'll say, oh, you're on Ozempic and da 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 da. And it's like, even if I was on Ozempic, like, mind your business. And the thing is I don't think it's right to say like, oh, eat a cheeseburger to skinny people or anything. But the world is made for skinny people.
It is.
You know what I mean? It's like people, like, the world is really to bigger people, and it really, really sucks. So I don't think the weight is the same as telling a skinny person to eat a cheeseburger as it is to tell a fat person to stop eating. Because like in society, it's just like everything goes against fat people, and it's like heartbreaking. It's really.
I feel bad for your people.
Thank you.
I wouldn't know what that is, but I hold the space for
please
fat people and you obese people out there. I want you to know that sometimes people don't hate you because you're fat. They hate you because you're and that could be it. Look within.
If you're fat, why are you a bitch anyways? Aren't you supposed to be jolly?
Right. Oh my gosh. Isn't that like the thing?
Yeah.
That is like the thing. People really do believe that is your only goal, is to just be part of, I feel like it's one of the last things that you're allowed to do when people do comedy, which is like put on a fat suit, and people are like, it's okay. It's not rude. I'm just joking. And
it's
it's
just
like,
a joke. Get
girl,
get over it.
Why are you in my culture?
Jesus. Like, yeah, my culture is not a costume.
Right.
It's so funny. Oh my God.
Let's take a break. We are back with the glamorous Boa, just shooting the shit about a little bit of everything.
Well, speaking of everything, I have a little gift for you because you were on my nice list this year.
Oh my God, I love that.
Where's the gift? Where is it? Oh my God, it's right here. Thank you. You know what? It's a stocking.
Okay.
So if you just want to go ahead and...
it actually looks like my shoe size.
Perfect.
So that's perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh my gosh.
And
thank you.
I am a Canadian girl, so I
Right.
wanted to get you some things that are icy, maybe?
Oh my gosh.
Ketchup chips.
Ketchup Lay's.
Yes. Okay, so here's the tea. Do you like chips with like a dip?
I do, but I
Ketchup.
feel like because this is like a thin potato chip, maybe this goes with a sandwich.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
What kind of sandwich do you like?
I love a good classic lunch sandwich, like turkey,
Mhm.
lettuce, cheese. I love mustard.
Okay.
I love mustard.
Like
Oh my God, I
regular
can't believe I just
mustard
said
or
that.
like a Dijon mustard? Any preference?
French mustard, trashy French mustard. I also with spam.
I love spam so much, especially when it's crispy.
Oh, it's so good. Literally, like, that fat girl inside me is still there. and
want that.
I explore her sometimes.
Now, can you have like maybe like a half?
Oh yeah. Oh,
sandwich?
I do. Yeah. Oh yeah.
that's
Moderation
nice.
girl. It's great.
This
And then we
is-
have
Oh, I don't
maple
even know
cookies.
what this is, but I love maple.
Yeah, I love maple.
And this is
girl.
like the real thing.
real thing.
These are maple cream cookies. And this is like a brick. This box is enormous.
What'd you call me?
I didn't say bug.
Get her. More of that.
More of this.
more of
More
that.
this.
Yeah.
More of this. Wait, there's something else in here. I want to put these out. I feel like this needs to be like an actual,
They're dangerous.
like set dressing.
And then-
stop it.
So you don't forget about me. Your favorite girl.
Please look at that.
Look at that.
You got to get in good on that. That
Get in
is
good on that.
gorgeous.
Thank you.
Where do these come from? Do you have these made?
I got that from Santa's workshop in the North Pole.
Wow, who did this artwork?
My friend Eve 6000. She was on season 2.
Eve.
Yes,
Eve did artwork for me.
Did
years
she?
Ago.
Yeah.
Yes.
She does all my artwork pretty much.
Yes. Oh my god. Oh my god, there's so many
Eve
goodies
fights
in
on
here.
Twitter 6000. That's my girl. My bestie.
Ooh.
And then this is some authentic, like, good grade. That's like Colombian grade maple syrup right there. That's the good.
This is definitely going to be like, it looks like a perfume bottle in a way.
Ooh.
So I feel like when I put perfume bottles out, I'm going to have to put this out for people to think it's perfume.
And they could spray it.
Oh, I'm going to take a little swig of it.
A
I'm
little
going to be like,
swig
I
of
like
it.
perfume all the way on the inside.
Yeah. It's really good.
This is so thoughtful. Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh my God.
This
I
is so
just.
sweet. Do I have to return this stocking or can I have it?
No, it's okay. It's yours.
I think you know what I want to do is put like buckram in it to make it a little heavier and turn it into a purse.
You should.
I've never seen anybody have a
That'd be
stocking
sickening.
purse. It would be,
No.
and like it's really deep.
When I was in high school, I was in fashion class, and we had to make stockings for like one of our like projects.
Uh-huh.
And okay, so you remember like the Lady Gaga Born This Way era?
Yeah, yeah.
When she had the boots, she had
Yep.
like the heelless heels. I made my stocking that.
Stop.
It was like, I have a photo of it somewhere. It was sick. I was so proud of that.
Do you still like sew, design things for yourself?
No, I don't, because I'm very, very lucky. I have an amazing drag husband named Connor McCalden who makes pretty much all of my drag.
Yeah.
My drag daughter Ophelia Manson did this hair. But my partner, he cooks for me, fucks me good, makes me amazing drag, like this dress right here.
Gorgeous.
And yeah, so I don't really have to, but I know how to. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like if I ever get on All Stars, then girl, I'm gonna slay a sewing challenge, mama. I'm gonna snatch
Well,
that
yeah.
crown, hunty.
There's something I wanted to talk about earlier that I forgot about, which was slaycation.
Slaycation,
Yes,
yes.
we need to talk about Slaycation.
Slaycation. Okay, so Slaycation, it's a new show where they take a bunch of queens from the different franchises. We have Lawrence Chaney, myself, Jada Shada Hudson from Canada. We have Candy Muse, Carrie Colby, who is so gorgeous. I love her so much. And Lux Noir London. They put us in a house together and we just vacationed for a week. And there was some drag, but it was mainly us letting our hair down, hanging out, enjoying things. It gets a little bit spicy. There's some drama, but there's like
Okay.
a lot of laughs. It was such an amazing time, and I really, really hope I get to do more Slaycations if they have them.
Yeah. Where is your dream slaycation location?
Colombia, so I can get a BBL.
Okay.
Is it Colombia? Dominican Republic, that's what they do.
Probably all those locations.
Yeah.
What's the longest flight you've ever been on?
Oh God, I think it was 6 hours.
And that's much.
Yeah.
Do you like window, aisle? Do you have a preference depending upon where you're going?
Window. I
You
like window, yeah.
Or do you keep like at your feet like a book or music
Audiobooks.
or
I love audiobooks.
oh, like what
Audiobooks
kind?
Self-help books. I love the uplifting kind of creativity ones. There's a book I read called Atomic Habits. It helped me quit smoking weed and nicotine. I'm vaping again, but whatever. It can't be perfect, right?
You're almost there.
Yeah, don't say that.
Hello.
Soon enough I'll be you.
I mean, hello, perfection. I am in love with this.
I'm not perfect. I'm just drawn that way.
Look at your makeup.
Thanks. She did a good job. Yeah, it looks like me.
It
Patrick Nagel
legitimately looks
inspired.
like you. Like it's not.
Mhm.
And I love a caricature. I think that's fun too. Like I have so many different things where people have either drawn or I've commissioned them to draw, and I love the way different people will realize you. My friend Columbus, he did a
Columbus
rendering.
Heath.
Yes.
I know him. The
You do.
feet. He always posts the feet.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, does he post feet?
He like posts photos. He's cute. I'd suck his feet, so yeah.
You would suck his feet.
Totally. He's hot.
Well, I don't know that the feet comes up that much, but he did a rendering
Okay.
of me as like a supermodel because he does like a lot of supermodels
Yeah.
and he does like long fingers but
Ooh,
he made it
crunchy, yeah.
like he made it like Halloween.
Nice. I
was
love
so
Halloween. I'm
good.
such a Halloween girl.
Feet. Columbus, are you posting feet and I just haven't seen?
Yeah, maybe I'm following his other account.
Oh, he has more than one account?
Maybe, I don't know.
Columbus?
He posts designs too, though. He does like really cool designs.
Are you holding out on the girl? Is only certain girls get to see certain accounts?
Columbus, give us those piggies.
Are you a fan of feet?
As I get older, yeah.
Yeah.
Feet are just really, when you think about it, feet are just sexy hands.
Feet. This is a foot. Wait, let me see your shoes. Those are
Oh,
cute.
yeah.
Look at those sexy hands.
Look at these sexy hands, mama.
Let me grab from you with these sexy hands.
Thank you, Donatella.
Did you watch Willem tutorials in the beginning of your drag career to like do makeup?
So years ago, a friend, there was this challenge on Facebook. It was like a makeup selfie challenge where guys will put makeup on, and it was for like prostate cancer or something. And so somebody challenged me, and I was like, I want to do a good job. And I watched one of Willem's tutorials, and I did my makeup like that, and I posted a selfie, and I was like, you look good. More of that. And then I got a blonde curly wig, and the rest is history.
Yeah.
Wow, you just like unlocked a memory. That is so crazy.
You know that I have a makeup trick for you. That I want to share, and I've imparted this wisdom to other people. It's very important. If you're ever in a hotel room and it's late at night and you order your food and they don't send you any utensils, you can use your makeup brushes as chopsticks.
Okay, so I've done this a couple times.
Okay.
We order sushi, me and Connor, we order sushi. They won't give us chopsticks. So we have reusable straws.
Oh,
the
I
metal
love it.
straws. I those things out, and I use them as chopsticks. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
What kind of sushi do you like? What are your rolls?
What are my rolls, baby? I love a spicy California roll.
Mhm.
I love
That's nice.
wasabi.
Do.
Love wasabi. Oh my god, just so I like rich things, you know. I like
Mhm.
really love salty. I love rich. I love wasabi so good. Shrimp tempura rolls, love those. Not big on salmon.
Okay.
Yeah, I love shellfish. I love shrimp, crab.
Have you had crabs?
No, but I've had everything else. I think I was gonorrhea once.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I had scabies one time. That was crazy in high school. My boyfriend gave it to me at the time. I was dating this guy when I was in high school. Oh, okay. He's not going to listen to this. It's fine. When I was 17 years old, I grew up in Windsor, Ontario. It was a very small place. And I was like a twink. Like I was like, I knew what I was doing. Like I knew I was fucking hot at the time. And I knew older guys like me. But I wanted a boyfriend. And so this one guy, he was 27 years old. I'm not going to say his name. Clarissa.
From Assiniboine.
From Assiniboine. Yeah, we started dating and then I got scabies and we had to do all these Quilada treatments. Have you ever heard of like getting rid of scabies?
No, I've never known anyone who had scabies. Well, how does that transpire? What does that look like?
Same as bed bugs, which is why you're going to want to wash that stocking. No, I'm just joking.
Okay.
It's like it's like skin to skin contact.
Okay.
So that's how it can happen. It can happen sitting. You can get it sitting on a couch. You can get it like.
Can you see them, or is it just an irritation?
It's like an irritation, and it happens when you get warmer, and it happens on like parts of your body that are like your knees and your elbows, and maybe like I would say the back of your neck. So you have to take a shower, and you have to cover your whole body in this oil, not this oil, this lotion, Quilada, and it's expensive too. And you have to like quarantine yourself and have everything washed and sanitized for like 12 hours or some
Wow.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Are you looking forward to doing it again?
If you give me scabies, I am never showering again.
More of that. Let's take a break. We are back with the beautiful Boa.
And my friend,
Hey there, Nutty. You're watching Theory Delta with Delta Work.
How did you learn to do that?
well, I'm a special kind of girl. I think as a young kid, I had weird interests. This
Uh-huh.
is my puppet. I did not travel with this puppet. This was here at the studio, just so everyone knows. I don't travel with my puppets.
Stop lying.
Yeah,
She
okay,
brought it. It was
fine.
inside the stocking.
Fine. I love you. I don't know. I just like I had a lot of weird interests as a kid. I liked kids like Legos and Hot Wheels. I liked scary dolls and I liked horror. I liked a lot of weird things. I loved Elvira as a kid too. And one of my interests I picked up was ventriloquism and puppets and stuff. So I taught myself how to do it. And there's certain things. So I can do the alphabet. I can do the alphabet for you. I'll go.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z.
I need to do this more. This is my all-star talent show.
It really is.
Yeah, so certain letters you can't. So like B,
B, B,
I don't think I could do
A,
that.
B, C, D, E, F, F. Try to say F.
F?
So ETH.
F.
ETH?
So yeah, so that's the sound.
Wait, am I moving my mouth?
Yeah.
I am. Wait, let me see. I want to do it. Hi, Bella. Like, see, I can't do it.
Yeah, you just gotta
Hi, Noah.
practice. You'll get there.
Say hi, Boa.
Hi, Noah. Noah.
Oh my gosh.
Noah.
See, I can't. Hi, my name is Delta. Hi, my name is Delta. Wait, I'm doing it though. Why are you saying I'm not doing-
yeah. Kind of
Watch,
like.
let me see. Do you want to see me go off?
Oh my
I think you
god!
want to see me go off. But I'm not really doing it. Like
You were kind of doing it, yeah.
I was kind of giving.
So F,
F?
substitute with TH, and kind of roll your tongue in it. You wanna go off?
F. Do you want to see me go off? Do you want to see me go off?
So M is NG. Nga.
No.
Do you want to see me go off?
Do you want to see me go off? Oh my god. You're ridiculous. What?
Yeah.
We should do this. You should do
Okay.
this on TV and do yoga while you're doing. Can you imagine?
Can you imagine?
People would lose their ever-loving mind.
What if I? Okay, wait. How do I?
I think you could do it. Watch.
So we're gonna go in a tree of nose, and we're standing, and yeah, and that's all you gotta do is you gotta stand and do it. How are you feeling, Lillian? Oh my god, let's go do ayahuasca, everybody.
I don't miss drugs at all.
What was it? Let's go do what?
Ayahuasca.
Oh, have you done ashwagandha?
No, what is that?
Ashwagandha will help you with your cortisol levels. You can get it at Target. Target's a French store.
Target.
Target.
Target's good.
Target's cool.
Yeah, people like Target.
I'm cool.
I'm cool.
This is the part of the show called Read Me Delta, where people send in letters.
Oh, I'm very familiar.
You're familiar with this?
Delta. I need to tell you. Okay, so I talk about my partner a lot, Connor McCaldon, who I love so much. He is the Harry Hamlin to my Lisa Rinna.
I love that.
And he sews, he does hair, he works out of our studio. We have a 2-bedroom apartment in downtown Toronto, and he always has a podcast on. Your voice
Stop.
comes out of that room. You are at my apartment more than I am. I need to start charging you rent, girl.
I love that.
I am not even joking with you.
Oh, I love that. That's so sweet. I love hearing that.
Yeah.
So he's the Harry Hamlin to your Lisa Rinna. I feel like I'm the like Hamburglar to your protein shake. Do you do a protein shake?
Yeah.
You would do that?
Yeah, I love protein shakes. Yeah, they're
Okay.
good.
What about
Sure.
protein?
Protein.
You like protein
Mm.
shakes?
Yeah, well, that's the alt Twitter, you know.
You can drain your nut or what?
Wait.
Can you drain your nut or what?
Excuse me. Can you drain your nut? Hi, this is Harry Delta, a luxury public access podcast YouTube talk show where I look gorgeous.
Are you Gaia Gargan? Oh my god.
Are you a Gorgon?
Are you the Gaia Gargan?
Let's read a letter. Should we read a letter?
Let's read a letter. I'm so sorry. I'm wasting your time here.
You're not, because I live for this. We have not even, listen, we're not doing drugs. We're not drinking. You're having a water. I'm probably only this much into my Diet Coke, and this is how we are like being affected.
This is great.
Right. Well, I mean, you have been in Canada looking down here at the United States, and we are now, when this comes out, a few weeks out from our election. So we are really running on empty over here.
Yeah. Whew.
I mean, I have to be like fully transparent too, like without going crazy. But like, I love very scary Delta. I love very merry Delta. And we had not been in here. So this is like our first episode back. And I said, oh my gosh, I have the hat, I have new tree and it's tinsel and we're going to do this and that and the other. And we were putting stuff together. And I was like, my mind was not where it needed to be because of what had just transpired.
Of course,
right?
of course.
And so I'm really grateful to you for being here, just because we've connected online, but we also connected at DragCon. And I didn't know where I was going to be today. I really didn't. And so I feel so much lighter right now just from having this conversation and the gifts and the chit chatting and making the BTS. Like, it's been weird. And like, honestly, you being here, the both of you being here has really
Thanks.
calmed a lot.
Oh my God. No,
It
girl,
really has.
literally, like, I love you. Literally. I listen to you all the time. Like,
I
I'm
love
such a
both
fan.
of you. Too sweet. Also, if you want to send a letter, and you can send it to readmedelta@gmail.com. Let's just read it out of somebody. No, that's
Yeah.
terrible. I always tell people I'm not going to read anyone, but I mean, wait, I'm going to have to read you. Why is your paper that you sent in only like that? Where's the rest?
Oh, they actually send in, like, I thought it was just like they emailed them or something and then you guys print it off. I don't
Why
know.
are you ruining it for everyone?
I'm sorry. I don't know. I
Just ruined it for everyone.
Sorry. I didn't mean to.
Cut that part
I
out.
broke.
I don't want people to know.
I broke the fourth wall.
Control
I'm so
over
sorry.
this whole situation. Yes, they're real. Yes, they're real. Good morning, Delta and dazzling guest. I love your show and I'm curious about your take on stores trying to get you to sign up for their store card. I find that a store that rhymes with schmulta is particularly relentless. I used to work at retail. I dreaded asking anyone to sign up for the card, so I can empathize with employees basically having a gun to their head to try to sell these cards. However, if the customer says no thank you, then the conversation is over, right? XOXO Vanessa. How do you feel about people trying to get you to sign up? She's talking about Ulta, obviously.
Yeah, we don't have an Ulta in Canada.
Okay.
Is Ulta iconic? Better than Sephora?
I want to let you answer that part of the letter, and I want to tell you about schmulta.
Schmaltz. Okay. I used to work in retail as well, and they would have us ask people to sign up for a $5 coupon, and we wouldn't send no $5 coupon. So when people ask me, do you want to leave your email or your number for so and so? I say absolutely not. Do you have an email? No, I don't. I do not. I do not want to be doing that. I don't need 50 emails telling me about your COVID policy. I don't care about that. Literally,
Right.
I just want to buy my dildo and go home and use it.
Right. It shouldn't be that difficult.
It literally shouldn't be that difficult.
It really isn't. I totally get this too, because I worked retail for a very long time, and I'm talking like when I first started doing this was the 90s, and I worked in a department store, and you had to work what we called the credit table. So you would have to take like a shift out on the weekend, like a couple hours from your shift. They'd say, so-and-so's going to go work the credit table. So you would go outside into the mall, and the thing had the drape over it. It said Robinson's May. That was the name of the department store. And people would walk in and you'd say, hey, do you want 20% off your purchase today? Just come sign up for a credit card. And of course, people would want to do it because they want 20% off. But what they wouldn't tell you to tell them in the beginning was, it's only if you're approved. So if you're not approved, you're not getting anything off. I will say that a store like Ulta, which I've never had a very positive experience in, I did recently have an okay experience because someone actually came up to me and asked me if I needed help. They were very busy. It was a Saturday, so I was surprised. But usually my experience for me is that a store like Home Goods or Ulta or Sephora, or a place where largely cis hetero women are shopping and are marketed to, they don't like to see what they consider to be cis men playing around in the store.
True. That's
And
fair.
so it sets them off in a wrong way because they feel like, what are you doing in here?
Mhm.
And I'm like, wait till you hear my accent, girl. I belong in this store. And
Oh,
the
yeah.
only reason I'm in here recently was because I wanted the new MAC Frost lipstick collection, which is 3 colors. I wanted all of them. It's called Dripped in Gold or something like that.
Nice.
And didn't find it after 3 stores. But at one location, the girl offered to help. And I was like, well, that's really nice. That's what I would expect anywhere. But I was surprised to get it because it was Saturday and they were very busy.
Yeah.
So Ulta itself, I mean, I'm just taking this opportunity to let you know that I do have friends that work in those kinds of stores, and casting no aspersions on what happens during your shift. But when I go into stores like that, I never have a positive experience. And the pushing of the credit card, it's like, girl, I see that you get these like free samples or like you get a mini collection. I don't need that. Like, I don't want a mini collection. I want 20% off every time I come in.
Okay, so what about stores that are overly nice? Like there's a store, we'll say it's called Hush Cosmetics, and you
Okay.
go in and there's 50 people. Hey, how are you? You want to try this? And I'm like, I just want my bubble bath bar. I don't want to get
Right.
out. I go into Hush Cosmetics, not Lush Cosmetics, Hush Cosmetics, and I'm looking down to the ground. I'm like, do not talk to me.
You just know what you need.
Yeah, I know what I need. I don't need to be swarmed by employees and and it's like, holy.
I find that whenever I go into Bath and Body Hurts, whenever I go in there, there's always like, can we get you this? Can we get you that? And like, all I want to hear is like the rundown real quick of what's on sale. Like, that's all I really want to hear. And then just send me to those things. But like, it's always like the little cards that they spray something on and they end up in my pocket. And I know it's commission. I get it. But it's like, calm down.
Commission at Bath and Body.
There's got to be, or they wouldn't be so far up my ass. There has to be.
Maybe they watch your show.
That could be. I hope you are watching. Get out of my way. I want soap.
Shut the f- up.
I know what I need. And that's why I think a lot of us will just end up like like makeup, for instance. Like, I do feel like a store like Ulta or Sephora really is geared for people who love all the packaging. They want to come in. They want to experience the little trial size of this. Like, they want all of that. I'm not interested in any of that. I'm going to buy the 3 full-size MAC lipsticks, and if I don't like the color, I'll probably just give it to my mom or give it to somebody that I think might want to use it. A friend close enough that's going to go, all right, I saw you put this on your lips, but I'll take it. Like, I'm not going to go up to a stranger and be like, do you want this lipstick that I once used? Like, but a close friend, one of my girls will be like, girl, I'll just wipe it off with a tissue. It's fine.
Yeah, literally.
You know what I mean?
And also drag queens, like, we have done a lot worse than share makeup. Like,
I don't
girl.
care. Like, isn't it so true that like you'll do a gig and you'll be at one place and it's like, wow, this is like top of the line. Then you'll go to the next gig and you're like, you're getting ready outside next to the trash and you're getting paid like this, possibly the same thing, if not more. It's compensation facilitation. You know what I mean?
This happened a few weeks ago.
What happened?
I don't even want to go too deep into it, but I was at one gig and it was just an amazing gig and I was treated like royalty. I was treated well at the other gig too, but it went from like corporate event party to after hours club, people smoking cigarettes inside, drugs. And I was like, oh my God, I need to get the out of here.
Yeah. I think there's people who have this impression that the way to like be hospitable is that like you showed up and all you want to do is party, get drunk, like get loud.
You want
to more of that.
More of that.
But you know what I'm saying? They think that all you want, like, they don't realize you're like, I'm tired. Like, I want to go lay down. As soon as I have like just a little bit of rest, I want something to eat and I'll get ready for the gig. I want to be on top of my game.
Or the girls who party. Like let's say like we could have the craziest like longest day ever working on a set or doing something and girls are like, oh, you gonna go out after? Am I gonna go out and do what? Smoke crack with you? Like, what the No, I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna go make my dinner, get my stories on in honk shoe, horizontal time in my bed.
I'm with you.
Literally.
I say knock yourself out. If you want to have a good time, go have a good time. But don't look at me crazy because I'm an old lady. I'm tired.
Girl, literally.
And especially when people are like, well, what time is your flight? And you're like, oh, it's at 8:00 in the morning. Oh, that's not that early. Baby, I don't miss flights.
Yeah.
I like to be at the airport. See, I want to go look at the gate and go, yep, that's number 17. All right, well, let me go get something and then I'm going to come back and I'll sit over there and I'll wait and I'll say, oh, you're boarding first class? All right, well, let's go. Like, I need to know.
Yeah, no, I get anxious about time. For the most part, I've always been an early queen. I show up to the gig early. which sucks because then I'm sitting there twiddling my thumbs waiting for everyone else to show up. But
It's worth it. I want to be there early. And then when I'm done, like,
oh, I'm out of there.
yeah, like I don't want to, I'm not trying to be like antisocial. It's just, if you do your meet and greet or whatever, you have a good time. Like I know I am one of those people that like, I want to chit chat with people when they're in line because I believe that it's like a meet and a greet. So they want to meet you and say, hey, this is what I liked about what I saw. And you say, oh, cool. What's it like where you live? And you have a little interaction for a few minutes. So I know that pushes it for some people that are like, oh my gosh, this is taking too long. But trying to give everybody the moment that they've given me all along just to be there.
Exactly. No, exactly.
You
That's
know?
really important.
Dear Delta and Boa, who are the pop icons or celebrities that you turn to for your inspiration as a young homosexual? Love, Melina.
I love Miley. Specifically her Bangers era. It was just so chaotic and so campy and so fun and so authentically, unapologetically that. And it was crazy.
Yeah.
Gaga. As I grow older, I'm not as a crazy diehard fan for people because like when you're younger, it's like you were ride or die for people.
Mhm.
I was like, I love Gaga, and like she came out with her Born This Way album when I was in grade 11.
Wow.
And that was like, oh my God, like the aesthetic of the gothy aesthetic, the
Right.
campiness to it, the 80s vibe that was there in some of the videos and the pictures and everything. I was like really excited for her Born This Way ball tour, which had a castle. It was like that was the set, and she had a motorcycle. She did Heavy Metal Lover on and around, but then she broke her hip and had to cancel the tour, and I had to miss it. Yeah.
Our producer and editor Doug is obsessed with Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
loves Lady Gaga.
I thought he was a big flamer.
Yeah. I think when Gaga, refused to answer questions like from Anderson Cooper and other people about, gender and body and all of that stuff, it's like, why do you care? And what if I did? Like, what if she did have a penis? What does that have to do with my singing? What does that have to do with the people that I support and love? Like,
Yeah.
why is that?
It's like, what am I going to put out a press release about if I have
Right.
a dick or not?
So-
Literally.
So you need to know exactly how I pee. Like that's
Yeah.
what you're concerned about. It's just so weird. So when I see people like that who lived and do live so expressly as themselves.
Yeah.
Even look at someone like Cher now, who is like still the icon, the legend. And
She's
for
like,
so many years, people questioning her and what she did and who are you dating? And I can remember in the 90s when she was dating this guy named Rob, I think his name was Rob Camilletti. And everyone was like, oh my God, I can't believe your boyfriend is so young. Well, what do you care? You would never ask that question of a man. You would
That's
never
so-
ask that
Yeah,
question.
no, seriously.
Never.
Women always getting on.
Always get wrong. Well, this is it. We're done.
Are we going to on each other now?
I mean, that's for more Very Delta episodes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, let's get out our sexy hands.
My wig itches me right here. Do you ever see a dog like itch itself and it's like
Yeah,
like it'll
it's
make a
hitting the spot.
noise or something? That's kind of how I feel right now.
That's how I feel when I use a Q-tip and it hits the ear. You know, it's like get a Q-tip
And
it
your
just-
legs start shaking.
Oh, and you're like, fuck.
Right.
Literally, yeah. Oh,
Have you ever had a bug crawl in your ear?
no.
See, I had-
Yes. Oh my God.
Really, you
Yes.
have?
Holy story for you. Okay, so when I was a little kid, so when I was a little kid, I was probably in grade 2, and I was weird, man. I was hanging out with like 2 friends and everything, and we were playing bugs and stuff, and and I grabbed a fly. There was a fly buzzing at the window or something, and I was
Okay.
like, they dared me to put it in my ear. They dared me to put it in my ear. So I was like, okay, I'll do it. I put the fly in my ear, and it hurt, and it wasn't coming out.
Like it crawled in.
It crawled in. My mom had to take me to the ER, and they had to flush the fly out of my ear
with just like water. or
with
some
a water and
saline.
syringe. And they were looking at it with like a little thing, and they were like, "There's nothing in there." I was like, "There's something in there.
There's a fly inside my ear.
There's a fly inside
There's a
my
fly
ear."
in my ear. I'm not
And
fucking lying to you.
I'm not even you. And they had to flush the fly out of my ear.
That could be, honestly, that could be your talent, is like snatching flies with your bare fingers, putting them in your body, and talking to them.
Hey guys, there's a fly in my ear.
I hear you in there. I hear you buzzing. Oh, see, I can't even. How do you do B again?
D
Brr.
D D. So
D.
D
D.
D D.
D.
That's good.
kind of dog is that? What kind of bug is that? I can't do it.
It's hard. It's so if you ever go watch ventriloquist videos, like famous ones, you'll notice what they do with their
With their
what are they?
tongues.
Yeah, what are those letters called?
Diphthongs.
Yeah, they're diphthongs.
Thongs.
They're thongs.
Do you wear a thong?
Yeah, tuck
I'm
it
just
up.
wearing a thong.
a
I'm just wearing a
thong.
thong. I'm just wearing a thong. Oh, huh. Very Delta said the woman who wears a thong.
Oh my God,
thank
you're
you
killing
for
me.
doing this.
Thank
you for
you.
being here.
Thank
you
you.
literally, I hope you know, you have to understand that Boa flew here to the studio, got off the plane, and came here
Hopped on
right
plane
into the
at
studio.
LAX, and I literally got in this morning, and I came right to the studio, and I got ready, and what a way to start this trip, and
I
I'm
love
so
it.
happy to be here.
I love it.
I love you.
I love you.
Thank you for having me, seriously.
Thank you for being here. Thank you all so much for listening and watching Very Delta. Our show comes out every Monday. Subscribe to Mom Podcast YouTube channel and turn on your notifications so you never miss an episode. Search for Very Delta on your favorite podcast apps to listen to the audio-only version if you can't handle all of this Pamela Anderson gorgeousness right here. You can also sign up for our premium offerings on Mom Plus Gold by visiting mompodcast.plus, where you get weekly episodes of more Very Delta. Don't forget to send all of your questions to readmedelta@gmail.com. You can follow me on Instagram at DeltaWork. And where can people find you on social media?
You can follow me on TikTok at Boa the Queen, on Instagram at Boa the Drag Queen, and on Twitter at on Arrival. I'm also on Backpage, YouTube, XTube, Pornhub, Xhamster,
And MySpace.
MySpace.
And
Click, click.
MySpace.
Tom. Oh my God, I wonder how Tom's doing.
We'll see you next week. And until then, keep things very Delta. Very Delta is produced by Moguls of Media, aka Mom. Hosted by Delta Work. Produced and edited by Doug Robertson. Technical direction by Margot Padilla. With original theme music by Will Pitts. Media and design support by Stone Cold. And set design by Eris Sevilla. Executive produced by Alaska, Willem, Big Dipper, Camille Stennis, and Joe Cilio. Recorded at Forever Dog Productions.
Mom!
To listen to Very Delta ad-free, one day early, and to get access to more Very Delta and all of Mom Podcast's premium content, check out Mom Plus Gold at mompodcast.plus.